Hey guys, what's up? It's LaSxR. Today we have an okay gameplay. I only died 7 times, but the deaths are kind of in the beginning. So before you start judging me in the beginning, just go ahead and wait it out, and I promise you it'll get a lot better from there. The video's 10 minutes long, and if I only have 7 deaths, I'm sure you can do the math. I do okay in this game. A shout out to my best friend who just jumped there and threw his C4 trying to hit whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I literally had to go outside, close my door, then go close the hallway door, just so the TV, I mean, they're blaring the TV right now, just so that it wouldn't, cross into the audio. But, now that that's all done, we can actually start talking about what it is we are here for today in this 3rd episode of Countdown to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So today we're going to be talking about something that I think about a lot whenever I go game shopping, or when I look at some of the cool new features that a lot of games have that don't show up on the Xbox 360 or on the PS3, such as, and also late releases such as Shadow Mordor and everything that comes out for the PC and the Xbox Xbox One, and the PS4, and not for the Xbox 360 and the PS3 until a week, 2 weeks after Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out, November 18th and things like that, So obviously they're catering more towards the newer consoles. Well, something that I wonder a lot is what will be the last Call of Duty to be on Xbox 360? Obviously it's not going to be it's not going to be COD Ghost, because COD Advanced Warfare is going to be on Xbox 360 or on PS3. However, with all these new features, with all these amazing sales that PS4 and Xbox One are ranking up, I wonder how many more Call of Duty titles are going to be on the current gen consoles. And the answer to that is, it's going to stop whenever the next gen consoles become the current gen consoles. And we just really need to do some guesstimating here to figure out exactly when that will be. When will people look at your Xbox 360 and be like, wow, you still have one of those? I remember back whenever PS3 came out and I still had a PS2. It really only took 2 years for the PS2 to get old and for the games to stop coming out on that thing. I don't know if that's going to be the case here. If I use the Xbox 360, I'm still on the 360. I'm a college student, and even though I have the money to upgrade, I could probably purchase everything that I need to upgrade using some of the refund money that I get from college. I don't think that's the best use of my money. I really don't need much to entertain myself. I just need, an Xbox, some chips, and some, I play with my friends and everything. I don't really need a $500, $600 console setup to, entertain myself. So if I buy one of those things and none of my friends have it yet, and I'm just looking at it and I have no way to record it because I don't have an Elgato, I use HD PVR1. If I just have that, I don't think I'd feel very good about that purchase at all. So I'm still on the 360, and I often wonder whether or not, how much longer I have before, if I want to play the new Call of Duty or like any new good games, I have to upgrade. Well, so I was reading some articles about these other games that just give all these new features and everything more towards the Xbox One, more towards PS4. Shadow Mordor is my favorite example, where they let people have more freedom and more ability to control their enemies on PC, on the whatever supercomputer that you have running that game, or anything like that, like Xbox One, PS4. Next gen, they don't let you do the same thing on Xbox 360 and PS3. So I started to look up some information, and I figured out something pretty interesting. Um, Whenever you have, I'm sure everybody remembers when they had COD Ghost, they could just walk up with their physical copy of Xbox 360 or PS3 COD Ghost and say, hey, I just upgraded to a new console. So I can't play this anymore, so I would like to get the PS3 version, the PS4 version, if you had the PS3, or the Xbox 360 version if you had Xbox One version if you had the 360. So you pay $10 and then they give it to you. Well, COD Advanced Warfare decided to give people free upgrades. If you're going from 360 to Xbox One, all you have to do is trade that up and you get a free one. I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I thought, hey, that's pretty considerate because nobody wants to pay an extra $10, you know. Basically, GameStop is just making bank off of you. When you walk up in there and you tell them, hey, I'm making... If you pre-ordered the game and then you walk in there and say, hey, you know what, I wanna purchase a new copy because now I have the next gen console. Well, they're just smirking at you because they just made $10 off of you, you know, and that's what they do. You know, no one watching this video should be a fan of GameStop. If you're a gamer, GameStop is your enemy that you must tolerate. Like, GameStop is like that guy who keeps farting in the car on the road trip. You have to tolerate him. You can't boot him out the car, anything like that. You have to deal with his nastiness. So, I mean, it's just something we're stuck with, you know. But here's the catch to that. You have to purchase a digital copy of that game. It has to be a bona fide digital copy for you to even upgrade it. You can't upgrade it because if you buy a physical copy and you walk in there into GameStop and you say, hey, I want to upgrade, they're gonna say, that's good for you. That's gonna be $59.99 plus tax. And you're gonna be looking at them like, what? You know, that makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense, but that's how you have to buy the digital copy. And that's one thing that really turns me off about these new gen consoles, because everything has to be digital. No one trusts that. No one trusts digital copies. Everyone trusts physical copies. And, you know, I don't understand why we have to change that, why everything has to be so online, so, yeah, that's one thing that turned me off about the Xbox One, but apparently that's going to be the case for both CODs, CODs on, you know, both consoles, so that's going to be, you know, that's interesting, you know. They've completely not made the new Call of Duty for the other random new gen console, which is the Wii U. They just completely abandoned it, and I understand that because I don't think anybody has that console, and definitely no one's buying games on it besides, like, you know, Smash Brothers or Mario Kart. And don't get me wrong, even though those games are awesome, they're not gonna, you know, they're not as, you know, high caliber as Call of Duty. You know, those are for, you know, kids and, you know, stuff like that, you know. So will Call of Duty be out on Xbox 360? Well, considering that there are billions and millions of Xbox 360s and probably less than half of those people have Xbox Ones, and the same case for for the Sony systems, I think that they are going to keep. I think that maybe the next Call of Duty will be the last Call of Duty on I mean, after Advanced Warfare, of course. That will probably be the last Call of Duty to be on Xbox 360. I think they're going to try to usher in new gen consoles really hard next year, 2015 fallish kind of era, because they're going to be they're really going to be trying to make those sales, and I think that'll be kind of a bummer, but you know, and it's going to show in the Call of Duty. I think that the Call of Duty that they put for PS3 or Xbox 360, that's going to be kind of subpar, you know, obviously subpar to what they have on the PS3, PS4, or the Xbox One, or on whatever supercomputer PC that you're playing the game on. That'll encourage people to try and move. It'll be a rude awakening, but that'll encourage people to try and upgrade. So guys, leave comments on what you think below, and if you like this video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more of this in the future, why don't you subscribe? It's perfectly free, and I hope to be making more videos like this later on in the week. So peace out. Have a good day.